Welcome back to Ed's Layout. It's been about 18 months since we've been here, and a lot has changed. So I figured I'd go over and give you an updated tour and show you some of the scenery and other things that have happened. So we start over here. We got a little tunnel section with the Boy Scouts up on the mountain. Some beautiful trees. He's mostly using the Woodland Scenics pre-made trees, which are a little pricey, but they are just absolutely gorgeous. So we're going to follow the track around as much as we can here. This is going to pop into a little scene here, and then there's going to be a road that kind of follows along. It's going to go into a town area. There'll be a grade crossing or two in here. And then it will continue through. We're not sure what we're doing in here yet. There might be a road, there might be something else, but we're going to put a stone arch bridge in here. It'll have a little bit of an arc to it, but not too bad. And that'll go up into a mountainous area, and this will end up being a coal mine area. A lot of these industries are going to be mix and match and kind of jumbled together. This layout is more of a it's a running layout versus prototypical operations layout. This track here actually does run through a tunnel, which will go through the back of this and then pop out here. Over here, we are actually on top of the staging yard, so it is technically a two-level layout. So we got a nice little town area going together here. So the scenery that has been done already looks great. But this is just the first iteration. There will be more. This over here is actually one of the sections that I was working on. We're starting to turn this area into a mountain. There will be a tunnel. We're not quite sure how big yet, and then I actually just did all of the foam and stonework in here, and then we had Jim Kirshner come in and do the scenery to get the bridge in place and all that. So continuing around. I should back up actually for just a second. So one of the main reasons there's a bridge here is there's actually a couple tracks down here for a yet-to-be-named industry, and it tucks into a tunnel, and then it actually follows this grade underneath the whole way. It is easily accessible from underneath. I'll show you that in just a minute. But it ultimately pops out over here. Another tunnel entry portal. So underneath here, you can see the track right there. So, and it's actually pretty easy to get to the whole way, so you can clean it and make repairs, re-rail something if need be. So, and then over here we go to the Jedi Chemical Company. This here has actually already been cut out, but I've put it back in. This will be an underpass, so the road will actually extend through. And then we come into the big yard. So turntable, roundhouse, all that jazz. Now I did do one weird thing over here. The turntable comes with a push button display, but this thing is like neon blue when it comes from the factory, so I spray painted it flat black just so it blends in a little better. And then once the fascia is repainted, we're going with a darker color. It'll blend a little better and it'll look really great. So it's Walther's 120-foot turntable, I believe it is. So we got our 2-track main line here with our crossover that rolls into the yard, and then we've got our runarounds, our caboose track. We've got diesel refueling. There will ultimately be some sort of diesel servicing facility over there as well. Multi-track yard. big sweeping radiuses. We got a little bit of extra room over here, so obviously we've got a train station, but we've also got room just, you know, to lay down some tools whenever we need it. Trying to be smart about how we're building the layout so it's a little more user friendly, as it were. So, and then towards the end of the yard on the far end over here, we end up with a little industrial area with some a little bit of street running, and that pops into the tunnel, which takes us to the staging yard. So, and then the staging yard over here, this is all going to be touch controls. It's a pretty neat little product. I'll put some information down below, but it'll go down here, and we've already got our lights installed. We need to do some cleaning, obviously, but we've got 2 through tracks and then 6 sidings. And this takes us back to the original tunnel portal that started the layout. So other things I should probably point out on this layout is I have done a lot of the work here. Obviously I built all the bench work. I laid about 95% of the track. I wired all of that track as well. I did all of the switch machines installs for the staging yard. Everything else is manual controls. I did the backdrop. The backdrop's kind of interesting because it's actually aluminum flashing for housing, but the nice thing is you get this nice seamless look. And what we did is we just went ahead and scuffed it up and then painted it blue, so it was originally white. And you can barely see it, but there's actually a seam right here. But it makes for a very nice seamless backdrop. Looks really good. It's really easy to install too. The main thing is you're just using a good quality double-sided tape with strong vertical supports. So benchwork wise, this was delivered in, I think it was 15 sections. And it was all trucked here to Pennsylvania from Florida, and then assembled on site. And then we did all of the track and the wiring and the cork and all that jazz here. So I've been flying up or driving up every 6 months or so since the project started. Obviously the pandemic gave us a little bit of a delay on that for a while, but I got myself back up here by driving, and the layout's really coming along. I'm very happy with how it's turning out, and I think one more trip here to polish off a couple more little bits and bobs, some wiring stuff, and get some lighting wired in for the 12-volt system for buildings and such, and we'll be ready to rock and roll. So that said, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell so you are reminded of when I have an update, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.